BRUCAST is back, baby.
This BRUCAST episode is brought to you by the BRUCAST Store. Explore a store filled with awesome goodies from hoodies to t-shirts to mugs. We've got you covered. Stay in style with BRUCAST. Embrace the shock, set the trend. Visit now brew-cast.com/store. Link below.
Back with the fire, can't you see the flames? From Deutschland steps comes the BRUCAST name. Voices like thunder breaking all the chains. Unleash the fury like a runaway train.
Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another BRUCAST episode. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please rate the show 5 stars. This will ensure that the podcast recommends to even more people and allow me to keep doing what I love. BRUCAST also on Instagram, X, and TikTok, where I upload shorts with the highlights of the show. So follow now, BRUCAST on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Links in the description below.
Back here we thrive, we survive.
Hey there, BRUCAST fans! Are you ready to snag some exclusive, perfect, beautiful merch? It's very easy. All you have to do is subscribe, and you will be then running to win this awesome cap. All you have to do again is just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you might have this cap just for you exclusively. I'm gonna make sure to deliver to you no matter where you are in the world. That's right, that's a worldwide event. All you have to do is subscribe. It's that easy. We gonna announce the winner at the end of January 2025, so stay tuned and good luck to everyone. Ta-ring! We have a very special guest today. His name is Sensei Sand. Sensei Sand is an American director and founder of No Margins Media, a visual arts company redefining how artists and creatives are seen. Based in Manchester, he's an energetic and optimistic storyteller, eager to explore life's big ideas with fascinating people. All right, Sand, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good like God with an extra O, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sitting here letting you talk me up like a professional boxer. 1,000 stickers, 1,000 stickers. Conceptually, trying to be something different, man. I'm good. I'm really excited today, as you can tell.
That's beautiful. That's perfect, man. I love your energy. I don't. It's so optimistic and chaotic at the same time. I love it. So, what are those stickers? What's going on?
So, I just heard your intro. I was super geeked up by this stuff. I got a bunch of stickers right here. These are all the different stickers I done made in my career with my company, right? I got like 30 something different designs, just of variations of stickers, bro. And when you start hyping me up, I said, I gotta show them the stickers. They gotta know I've been doing this. They gotta know I've been conceptualizing. I'm really about to have some conversations here today. 1,000 stickers, 1,000 stickers.
That's amazing. Can you get it them? Like, can you buy it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I am not hard to find. I like to give them out. You know what I'm saying? I believe a sticker's a better calling card than an actual card. You know, remember the moment, remember the vibe. Stick my sticker somewhere, and when people ask you about it, have that conversation. I think that's way more important. So I like to give them out when people come and they meet with me. You know, I'm pro you sticking these stickers all over the world, people. But we also do sell them, yes.
Yeah. I think that's a very good idea. I had a buddy of mine, her name's Anna, and she's also super like into the sticker game. And her thing is like, well, of course, whenever she travels, she puts her stickers everywhere, right? But she also trades stickers with people on Instagram and from all around the world. And like they actually put her stickers like in different part of the world, and they tag her and they post her. It's like there's a social aspect to the whole thing as well. It's super cool.
It's so dope, man. You gonna have to send me Anna. I wrote that one down. Send me Anna. Me and her gotta be homies. Anna, if you're watching, girl, sticker exchange. I give you like that. We'll do one of those across the world through a Zoom call, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pro sticker. I support the sticker calls. So yeah.
So Anna,
I'm glad for that.
Anna, I'm gonna send this episode for you, and you better do it. All right, and so You have a company. What is your company about?
So I run a company called No Margins Media.
Yeah.
We work with artists and creatives. It's just a bunch of variations of ways. We do music videos, we do photography, we do shorts, we do interviews, we do conceptual pieces, we do events to some degree, but only conceptual, y'all, artsy shit. We make clothes, we do a little bit of everything, man. We do so much. I started this with I started initially when I finished film school by myself, but I've been with a co-director for the last maybe 5 years named Arado Kalini, aka Pikachu.
What?
And we do
Pikachu.
Pikachu. We do everything, bro. We do everything. So I don't even know like what bracket to put my shit in because the name baby is No Margins because we not in no bracket. They're not putting us in no bracket. Like this is really, I think, something different when it comes to creation and being an artist. But it's a business.
Yeah, and what I can tell, like you're very good at it because I went through your Instagram and your TikTok. I think you're primarily active on TikTok, right? It's one of your socials, and man, everything is like so aesthetically pleasing. It's like, bro, what's going on here? I need to share the screen with the audience because it looks super dope.
So let them see so they can understand, y'all. Like, I appreciate the fact that you think it's aesthetically pleasing.
Hell yeah.
The thing about it is like what we do is so different, and even like with the style that we create, we're big on. We're big on like Instagram. We're big on. I didn't know we were big on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never look at the
Oh.
TikTok. I let Pikachu on that because I'm not a TikTok guy, man. But I like the fact that 2,000 people wanted to see us hang out with an owl while we did a photo shoot. But we do something that's so different and it's so broad and aesthetic that it's hard to like explain to people. So when it's curated online, I've realized it's easier to show people like this is our calling card, this is our resume of what we do and how we create work. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe, it's an aesthetic, and it's something different, but it's also professional.
It works. I mean, it looks super cool. Like no, but let's backtrack a little bit. What's up with the owl thing? What was that? Where the owl came from?
I know a guy that owns an owl, man. He's a great soul. He's a great soul. It's so funny because like I hang out sometimes with them and you see this owl and I'm like, that's a real life Pokemon. And it just respect him. It just like the owl, him and the owl, the connection they got. I feel like I could never have that connection with another animal but an owl. And I want it for myself, but I don't want the responsibilities of an owl. So he lets us hang out with him. His name is Erin. The owl's name is Aurora. She has an Instagram. She's very famous. She's vibes. She's vibes, man.
What? It's a famous TikTok, but like, what? I need to ask because that sounds so interesting. Like, is the owl like a pet? Like you can handle her and you can pet her, or is like a ferocious animal, like always trying to attack you?
No, it's like a just real live pet. Like it just hangs out. It loves him. It's like it's they're the best of friends. And it's like I wouldn't say it's a pet because no, people don't get owls. Not everybody's supposed to have an owl, but him having an owl makes sense because this is the type of person who's supposed to have an owl. It's registered. It's taken care of very well. The owl is a vibe, but you respect it as a vibe. You don't just, like every cat you don't pet, you leave the owl be, the owl will let you pet it if the owl likes you.
Oh, really? It needs to accept you.
Yeah, that's what makes it so spiritual, man. Like, if you gotta sit here and make an owl, the owl gotta look through your soul. You gotta be like, brew,
Yeah.
brew, brew. You're the one, and then like let you see his belly, and it's like that's a cool thing. But
Oh my god, San! I remember. I think once I was like on a YouTube live stream with this girl. I forgot her name. She was also like taking care of owls in her living room, like her house. It was her life, right? Taking care of owls. And at some point, I was like, this sounds so interesting. At some point, she was like, yeah, it's interesting. But let me show you something. And then she went to the kitchen and she opened the fridge, and it was full of dead fucking mouse. Like full of dead like stuff in there. It's like I cannot live like that. Imagine like you have your lasagna in your corner and like a bag of dead rats on the right side. Like
And that, I don't want those worlds crossing, man. That's why it's like a Pokemon, because like, right, you know, some Pokemon, bro, like just imagine you got some shit, he like need dead people's souls. You're like, how do you keep that at the crib? How am I gonna feed this thing? But I don't know, man, because like, I don't want a fridge full of rats. I don't want nothing. I don't even want to look at it. I mean, I don't even want to make eye contact with a rat. If I go a whole year without looking at a rat in the eyes, oh, it's a good year. It's a good year.
what would you say that was the craziest? Like it's a photo shoot, right? This day with
Yeah.
Gal was the craziest photo shoot that you guys ever did.
I really, to be honest with you, I don't know, because I feel like, you know, with what we do, it's just everything's its own weird vibe. Like every shoot is so contrastly different. It's so
Really?
contrastly different because like this shit is like I feel like it's art installation work even behind the scenes. Like I've always been pro, you know, trying to showcase the people behind the scenes as well, because that's what makes a good product is the people behind the scenes. So when you look at every one of these videos here and you see these behind the scenes, you understand that it wasn't just a dope shoot, but it was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So everyone has felt like a different party I've been to, that like just different homies have come and met each other and we made some cool stuff. So like I like the owls. I like when we get to like go places. I don't know. I like when we get to sneak in rooms and
What?
and get some cool
Sneaking
stuff.
rooms? What are you talking about?
Man, sometimes you gotta sneak in around here. Sometimes they don't just, you know what I'm saying? Yo, if they won't let you through the door, you fall through the window in the bathroom. That's the way you gotta treat life, everybody. You know, not in a creepy way, but it's in a, you want to show people who you are and what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes I like had to like go and find my way into an event to talk to somebody or to shoot something. And it's like, you got to have a belief about what you got going on. You got to have something to show them. And you got to just genuinely be somebody that they'll be like, I think it's worth letting you slide. Like, I can't let everybody slide, but I might let you slide.
I see. I see.
So,
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. I love the 3 a.m. random idea shoots. I love the 15 minutes ago I just decided to be shooting, and now I have 30 people running around the neighborhood with me shooting something. I love, you know what I'm saying? I love the professional shoots where I'm like on big sets and working with like big artists. Like, but I like just the weirdness of all of them being so different, man. Just being a different vibe. I feel like they all weird, and that's what makes this fun, because they're all weird. I want to do them all.
I mean,
I want to do it because it's weird, man. Like fucking work don't get to be weird when you're an adult, but this is weird, and I get paid to do it. That's cool.
I mean, if you're hanging out with a guy who called himself what was his name again? Pikachu?
Oh, it's
That's
a girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
her
a
name is
girl.
Pikachu. Yeah, bro, come on now.
I mean, that's a pretty weird environment. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Look, dude, but what I can see, like, there's like photo shoots, there are music videos, but they're all good looking, man. It's like it's incredible. When it comes to like to the photography and the lighting, like you have people responsible for everything, basically. How big is your team? I think that's where I'm getting at.
My team is really only like 3 people.
Okay, just
So
okay.
maybe 3 to 4 people. It's me. It's my co-director, Pikachu. I have an editor named Ross. I have a guy named Reese who can just do anything. I got people that come in and intern here and there. I tried to do the expanding thing and, you know, trying to put everybody on a team, but I realized you got to pay all these people. You know what I'm saying? You get a certain amount of people, you got to pay everybody. They got to know their purpose. They got to actually take pride in it. And you like diffuse the energy and you got too much going on. So I like to keep it as like a small house. But it's like, it's cool because we created a culture where we are like connected symbiotically with the other teams around us that do similar stuff. You do clothing, I know you. I know 100 tags. I know a Milner and Sons. If you do, you know, photography, I know a Mr. Chronica. I know a Jaeger Visuals. I know if I need an event, I could talk to FORMATGG. I could talk to, you know what I'm saying, King Kari over at Spotlight 161. We've symbiotically learned to pair ourselves with the other people that do these things as well. And I think that's like a doper extension that most people don't have.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds super social, right? Like your social skills needs to be extremely high.
Oh man,
yeah,
it's the cannon, bro.
Because like from my point of view, it's like I'm like whoa, because like I mostly work developing games, right? The podcast is the thing I do as a hobby, and I spend like 8 hours per day sitting in front of the computer and doing my thing. And like the way we're saying, I gotta sneak into events. Like I'm thinking back in my mind, this guy's like a superhero. Like it's pretty amazing. Like, you know, all this. But to be honest, to be fair, San, once, I think, I'm not joking, I remember to this day, 2013, I was in Brazil. I went to a park with a friend, and they were having the São Paulo Fashion Week.
Okay.
We didn't know about it. And we were like teenagers, like, should we try? Of course not. Like, they will not let us in. Of course. I don't know if I should be saying that on camera. It doesn't matter. It's been such a long time ago. I think we spent like 1-2 hours trying to go through the vents, you know, the AC units that they installed behind the whole thing. And we had like dirty clothes because we had to crawl under the thing. We had mud under the whole thing. But after 1-2 hours, we managed to sneak into the vent. Pedro, if you're listening to that, man, you remember that. And we got in, inside with all of those supermodels and the TV, and everyone just looking at us like, who are those hobbits, you know? But it worked. Nobody said anything because like there was us. We were there. There was like those other crazy people, like fish statues on their, like figurines in their hair, like those like crazy outfits. So I don't think we stood out that much, you know.
You never know, man. You could have been going with like a hobo aesthetic. There's a new line. Derelict, as they call it, you know what I'm saying?
That could have worked. I mean, the hobo aesthetic wasn't like the hipster. No, the hipster aesthetic is not a hobo aesthetic. This is different. It's different. Let's not insult the hipsters. But how would you say it? It's like a little bit more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more relaxed. Yeah, but I would say the hipster aesthetic is dying out. It's not as huge as it was in the past.
It doesn't die. It just evolves, man. It just evolves. The flannel guy with the clog boots is just a Carhartt kid now. They don't know. They don't know, man. It's a transitionary thing. It just hipster evolves. It's like a vampire, you know. It's into a new culture every year, guys. So if you ever feel like you're not really that hipster anymore, just remember you're a third culture hipster. You're a hipster removed from where it currently is in the world. And never forget your time, because it'll be back in 20 years. 20 years. Wait out. Be weird for 20 years. You're going to be a creepy old guy, and then you're going to be a visionary.
You remember the emos? Like back in my days, the emo was the thing. Teenager.
Yeah, the emo's back.
Yeah. I noticed you had the black nails, right? It's not an emo thing though, right?
This is not a phase, Mom. It's just a vibe, bro. Like I think, you know, everybody see my nails or something, they assume I'm trying to make like some statement or some shit. No, it was just fucking fly. My homegirl painted my nail one time. I said, you know, that might be kind of cool. I started wearing it like that, and it's just been a vibe, bro. I think it just helped me step out that box. It helped you just try something different. And now I got to have a conversation with nail polish on, and I can do it because I'm feeling comfortable about the stuff that I'm actually doing in life. So what you want to call this? I don't even give a fuck. I'm calling this art, baby. It's art. It's trying, people. It's trying to be something different, and it's trying, to enjoy life and, get to be that cool thing that you see on TV and you be like, damn, like you idolize it. Why not be it? Fuck it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Somebody got to be it. It could be you.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling yourself, that's amazing. I think you posted on Instagram today. Just go out there and fucking like create something, right? Yeah, like be artistic. I think a lot of people they are afraid of being artistic. Like Jordan Peterson, he apparently he studied like how much people are actually artistic in their lives, and surprisingly not a lot. Like and he had a criteria like how you define someone being artistic or not. Like he would ask like about 20 or 30 questions, something like that, and he would ask people like did you ever wrote a song, did you ever painted something, did you ever song, I don't, like it's very basic stuff. And surprisingly most people answer no to most of them. Most people are just not artistic at all. It's not something that they do on a daily basis. And for me, as someone who develop games and am artistic in a daily basis, like it's mind blowing. How can you not be?
I know.
It's
No, I know, bro. But like artistry is like any other muscle in the world. You got to work it. Like I wasn't always like this. I just decided to be this one day. Like, bro, I was in the military.
What?
No, brew. I was in the military, right? And I remember just like I was outside smoking a cigarette outside the club one day, and I just realized I'm not a club guy. And I just said to myself, like, I wonder what life would be if I just tried to like be artsy. And you know what I'm saying? Instead of just feeling like the angst of being an artist, why don't I just try to be artsy? And I didn't learn all this shit. I had to teach myself all this shit. The other day, me and my homeboy was 3D printing till 4 in the morning. That sounds smart to everybody, but I had to learn that shit that night. I had to I'd be having to figure this out. I'd be painting my pants and shit. Like I had to just, take those uncomfortable steps, paint the fucking nails, and try to get myself in that mindset of what being a creative was, to be creative and learn how to create and get to create. It's a blessing to get to create, but you got to do the journey to get here first. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to do anything good in life, you got to suck a lot till you get good at it. You know what I'm saying? So I think I've just turned the corner on not sucking as much. Wow. I still suck, but just not as much.
That's so interesting. So you made a decision to become creative. That I never heard that before. That's extreme. So did something happen that made you like there was a turning point in your life that made you?
No, like I just I think that for me what ended up happening was I just got bored. I got fucking bored, man. I got a very like I think my brain is is all over the place. And at the time I was doing a job that was so dope and I got to experience so much and see so much that I saw enough. And I wanted to leave the party. I think that sitting out there smoking that cigarette was a symbolic moment in my life where I left the party. I decided I never wanted to fit in and do things like everybody else. And I never did. I never have my whole entire life. I just never realized it till right now. So maybe that was the moment. But other than that, it's just like, this is all stuff that was in my body. It was tuned into me my whole life. I just probably ran from it and didn't know I could lean into it or try it as a thing.
Wow.
And I decided to.
That's amazing. That's deep. So do you feel like more yourself now than ever before?
Oh, baby, I'm full form. I'm the Holy Trinity. You see it? Yeah, it's all me. Like, it's so funny. I feel like through finding purpose and finding like a passion in what I do, like, and this is a thing that I got lucky in life with, because a lot of people don't have that. And it's like, it ain't necessarily art, but it's the finding that purpose and that passion in life that, like, you know, really will change your life. Because now I got to think about the world in a real way, in like a deeper way. I got to understand the people around me, but I also got to understand myself so I can understand the people around me. I think we dodge a lot of that shit when we don't know who we are, because you constantly try to fight for identity. But when you get lucky enough to find something that like drives you and puts you in a positive direction in life, you start to figure out all the other things that were holding you back from being the thing that you want to be, or going to where you want to go, or achieving what you want to achieve in any craft. And I'm lucky. I think that was a big thing, is like finding a thing that made me passionate enough to want to go learn how to treat people right and learn how to be happy every day, even when shit suck. And you know what I'm saying? And learn how to navigate. You got to roll with it. 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 And speaking of, I know I'm getting off track, but Brew?
Yeah.
I'm just feeling especially silly today. I saved my silliest to silly energies for you today.
I love your energy, man. That's something that's contagious. Yeah, that's wonderful. Like you found yourself, and like that's. I think a lot of people. Oh, 1 second. Something went wrong with the camera. Up. There you go. I think now it's working. Yeah, a lot of people, they just navigate through life not knowing who they are, or not taking the courage, because it does take courage, right, to do this step that you took on trying something new, trying a new style, trying to find themselves. Most people, what is this quote again that I heard so many times? Most men live a life of quiet desperation, something like that. They just follow society's norms because that's what they think they're expected to do, and they are unhappy. And that's as you, like, it takes courage to step out of that, like you took. So that's wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, one thing that you said that I can totally resonate with is like, you're not a party guy, right? Like a nightclub guy.
No, I'm fully retired. I was retired before I started mentally, low key. Low key, I was never supposed to be there, y'all. I'm sorry. Sometimes y'all see me out shaking that ass. That wasn't really me shaking that ass. That was fake me shaking that ass. I'm sorry.
Man, I try to go to so many like nightclubs and parties, and because it's what everyone does. Like, it's the social norm for fun. That's what you do, and that's where you meet girls, and then, dude, it's like, get me out of here, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had fun like 2 or 3 times, but it's not something that I'm constantly seeking, you know, looking after. It's like, I don't know, I'm more like a stay at home, play games, hang out with friends kind of guy. And you need to find your tribe, right? It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially when we become an adult. I saw today on Instagram why it's so hard for adults to make friends, because it is hard when you're a kid. Especially when you're a kid, you're always around people at the same age group, right? You're going through the same life steps. You are always in the same class. You always have the same graduation, and then you might go to university then, and it's even more intensified because you have all of those people again. Even like a little bit more grown up, but they all like have the same interest as you do, and you're like grinding to get those grades and to make those projects. But after that, after university, everyone just scatter. Everyone just go into their different directions, into their different cities. They get their own jobs, and then John get married, and then David, I don't know, gets leukemia. I don't know what I'm going to, but then
God, screen great pauses. Go on to get married. David, screen great pauses, dies 2 years later, leukemia. Like, Sally, screen press, arrested for felony possession. You just that's why you don't have no community, man. your little friends for your hijinks in your 1980s movie. They in jail or dead. You know? Life did not go good after the Goonies, unfortunately.
I lost track of what it was. But yeah, I don't know. So when once you made your decision to go creative, let's say, how did you found like all your friends and Pikachu, for example?
Yeah, so the big thing you were talking about earlier, before we went out a little bit, was like the loneliness aspect of it. And like, people are actually really fucking lonely. Everybody's so lonely right now. And it's because, you know, I heard this thing the other day, similar to you, but it was just about not having community. We don't have community anymore. Like, you know, back in the day, you had like church, you had like some kind of sport or some activity you played where you had to be around people. So, like you said, you grow up with people with similar interests, but that's how at least you build community, because y'all have a similar interest. And we just don't got that no more. It's definitely a harder thing to find now, but that's what I'm trying to like cultivate now, is just creating community even in your own self and the people around you. Like Pikachu, Ross, like I found them through just mysterious journeys through life. Like, like I met Pikachu. I asked her to come help me on a shoot one time. She helped me that one day. We just been together forever. We done been 2 different cities together now, just doing this. Ross, he helped me on a shoot. Like I didn't even know him. He just was on this shoot that I was doing while I was directing for this cinematographer I know named Isabella. And we just got talking after that. He showed me one time some stuff he was deciding to work on. I said, I like your ideas. Let's work together. He's just been here. Reese, we were in the military together. When I was coming back to do, film school and stuff, he was one of my homies who like, he would let me stay at his crib. I needed a place to go, you know what I'm saying? In between shoots or anything. If I was shooting my own stuff, I need a lighting guy. Reese to learn how to be a lighting guy. I need a dress setter. Reese to learn how to dress a set. Like he's just one of those intricate pieces. It's like I typically find people with similar passions, and I'm very pro uplifting the next generation of passions. Like you ain't even got to be on the same type of time I'm on, but if you could look at my thing and try to help me make it real, then whatever you got going on, I'm gonna try to help you make real. I was in the crib 3D printing for my homeboy the other night, and it's because even though we ain't working on the same stuff together, I'm learning 3D printing. I'll 3D print for you so you can see your things come to life, so you can be turned up, so you can keep creating your stuff. You got to build like that. And it's just like, I feel like the community is finding other people who genuinely want to go in the same positive direction in life with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we find community in the wrong shit. We get on the internet and we just decide to talk shit with people all day, and that become your community. We just decide to go to these places and spectate and critique and spend more time putting down things than actually trying to build shit up. I'm around people that's trying to build shit up. Whatever they doing, they trying to build shit up. If you're a truck driver and you trying to be the best out here, bro, me and you could be in the same community because you trying to build shit up. Like you trying to figure out the next wave and making something great. And I think that I've been just blessed because my community is just a bunch of like people that could be friends with anybody. Anybody I can introduce you to could be your best friend. And you don't even understand how, even if y'all don't share the same aspects. And I think that type of community helps you grow.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of what I got around me right now.
Oh man, that's wonderful. Really a blessing. Like when you surround yourself with people like that, that's amazing. I lived in Berlin for a while, and for those who know, like Berlin is super artsy, right? They have like a huge street art scene, and like everyone's like I don't know how to describe it better. It's like it's just artsy, and there's something so welcoming about them. They just like accept everyone from all around the world. Like from I moved around, right? I lived in a couple of places, and there's something special about Berlin. Maybe that's more or less what you guys have in Manchester as well. It's just everyone from around the world. Like you have tattoos. It doesn't matter. Like you smoke weed. Okay, great. It doesn't care. Like as long as you're vibing with them, you're having a good time. Like they're gonna hang out with you. You know, they're gonna accept you. So it's amazing. You don't have that everywhere.
Yeah, like it's not a That was the thing I realized too. Is like I just got lucky enough to be in a city where you could cultivate something
Yeah.
like that. I'm very pro. I'm big Manchester. I'm the mayor of Manchester. Like, let me tell you, let me tell you about my city and how great it is and how dope the people are and why I think it's the next L.A., Hollywood,
Yeah.
Las Vegas, Dubai, anything.
Tell me about it. I don't know any.
Own place. It's his own deity. It's Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm from Chicago. It's the same thing, and I love that. And I gotta keep it secret because I don't want everybody to be in our little mix, but I want people to see like that it's such a vibe, man. Block all that sense to that whole section. Matter of fact, I might have to gatekeep. I might have to
Too late.
close the doors on that because, like, bro, it's just. I just think that I think that for real though, that it's just such a interesting vibe where you can meet people on different levels and different tiers and try to connect and try to work across the board. And even while you can't work with everybody, we got a very pro collaboration and working together and building each other kind of vibe going. So I'm trying to protect that. I'm here to protect it, man.
Just too late. The secret's out. Everyone's moving to Manchester now.
Hey, bring the vibes, bring the good vibes. Don't come and try to build up. Don't come to tear down.
So you're from the US, right? What made you move to the UK?
So I ended up moving to the UK because I was in the military. So I used to be a photojournalist in the military. I was stationed down south at a base called RAF Lake and Heath for like 3 years, I think. So I got to see a lot of England, travel the world, just learn more about life. And it was like crazy because I never really seen stuff like that until I got to come here. And I think that kind of opened my eyes. So when I went back to America, I was just like, nah, I got to go back there. So when I finished my contract, came back here for film school, did business school, and I just been here vibing, trying to make it all real. It's been becoming real. It's been cultivated. I think that the UK is like, for me at least, it's very eye-opening. It's like it allows me to think outside of myself in a different way because it's not my culture. So I'm a dog that thinks it's a sheep or a horse or a bull or whatever. I'm just hanging out. I seen this video of this dog hanging out with these wolves the other day. I mean, not wolves, hanging out with these bears for like 2 weeks straight. And I was just like, bro, that's me. I used to go, yay. Let's go hunt a deer. I think that it's like very helpful, and that's just my development as a creative.
Yeah, I mean that's if it works for you, that's amazing. I'm really interested by the fact that you were in the military and then you travel the world and then you found the UK through the military, right? While traveling.
Yeah. No, I was stationed here.
Oh, really? For how long?
Yeah. Like 3 years.
Oh yeah, for 3 years. Okay, dude, that's so interesting. In the US, as far as I understand, it's mandatory, right, to do the military? No,
Not at all.
not at all. You need
Once
to
you're young
enlist.
and trying to find somewhere else to be in life, and luckily I found the right place. I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do with their life, but it helped me like just get structure and see other things and learn what I did and didn't want to do in this world. Because shit, like before that, I probably would have just took a job at a gas station. I'd be there right now. I'd be at work, I'd be at a gas station just working it out. Never even thought about none of this shit. But the military got me to the club that night, sitting out there smoking that little cigarette. I ain't supposed to smoke a cigarette. Smoking that little cigarette. What about it's artsy? It got me thinking that way.
That's exciting. If I had the chance, I think I would have enlisted to the military as well. I'm from Brazil, right? And in Brazil,
Yeah.
it's actually mandatory. That's why I assumed it was the same with the US. But the thing is, because it's mandatory, and there are no wars happening whatsoever in Brazil ever. They're full of people. They don't need more people. So I just went there because it was required for me to. And they said, "Yeah, go away, bro. Like we don't need anyone else." I was like, "Okay, that's great." But the thing is, I grew up with.
Hold on. You showed up ready, haircut, everything. They said, not you. 1, 2, 3, not you. 4. He's like, oh, well, I guess I go home. They're like, yeah, do that.
And
I'm
and
leaving now. And they say, yeah,
And you
cool.
know the funny thing is, I know people who like they're so afraid of, because sometimes they need people, right? So they pick some random people. They were so afraid. They were like, they pretend they have disabilities or say, oh, I actually on my period, like they would pretend they were like, that's a thing. If you're transgender or something like that, they would not, they would prefer somewhere else. And like that's a thing, Brazil. People act up as something else or disabled, whatever. So you're not picked. It's a thing. I didn't know about that. Yeah, and then some other people like actually just shave their heads and act tough and everything, like, so they are picked. But at the end of the day, it's kind of random and they don't need too many people anyway. I don't know what I'm going with.
You try to. Don't worry, bro. Yeah, you could enjoy my military. It makes you feel better. My military would have loved you for like 2 days. They would have loved you for 2 days. The third day, they might ask a couple questions, but they would have loved you.
Did you I know, oh, now I remember. My stepdad, he served in the military, and he used to tell me stories about like parachuting and surviving the snow. And I was super into like those TV shows on Discovery Channel, like how it was called again, like Survivor Naked and the snow. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right? I was like, yeah. And it never happened to me. So was that exciting, Sand? Or I'm a little bit
We'll get you there one day, man. We'll get you there one day. That's your next goal in life, man. It was a great experience all around.
Yeah.
It's a very, very eye-opening experience. So
all right, so going back to No Margins Media, we got totally sidetracked there. I'm sorry. Going back to No Margins Media, do you guys have like a goal in mind, or like a direction that you are following?
yes.
Yeah.
The top is where we're headed, everyone. So if you can look at this graph here, right? This is where we are. Down there out of the screen, that's where we was. The top, that's where we're headed. So if you like to follow this journey, the top is where we're headed. Number one's in the air for everyone, like Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? We're at number one. We're at number one. That's what we're going for. I'm not gonna hold you. It's funny because like I genuinely want to be one of the best like artists, directors, creators like out here. And Pikachu wants to be the same thing, and Ross Matter wants to be the same thing. Reese wants to be the same thing. Like everybody here wants to be the best, and I think the thing that makes it a lot different than like most people is that most people beat themselves up on that journey, but we in the gym lifting weights together, getting dope, getting super max jacked and pumped, brother. Like we're getting turned up together, and I think like it's dope to see how much stuff we've done. I think the goal for this year that I've been preaching to the team is that I want everybody to step out and really showcase who they are. So like, I want the mutual admiration of everybody, not just me sometimes, or not just P sometimes, not just Ross sometimes. I want everybody to, when they work a thing and it's their thing and it's their baby and it's their passion, they had an idea and we cultivated and brought it to life, I want them to stand tall and show the world it's they shit. I want them to work on it and believe in it when they working on it because it's they shit. I want it to be just great this year. So like the goal is to keep giving everybody what we've been giving them because they love it. But to do it on a higher level, to take deeper pride, and for the pieces to stand the test of time, and them to be their offerings to the world. Their, not just me, not just the amalgamations, but their offerings to the world, man. I'm very pro me, but I'm pro we as well. You know what I'm saying? Me, then a we.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
Yes.
that's man. You guys have like the perfect environment. If you all want to be the best, like you're gonna get there. Like if you keep grinding with this attitude, that's what it takes.
It's
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying it's just great to find people on similar
Yeah.
wavelengths because there's a lot of narcissism in
What?
creativity. There's a lot of surprisingly a lot of narcissism here in creativity. Who would have thunk it? You know what I mean? But I just appreciate the fact that I'm around people who like not in a we think we're better than everybody way type of vibe, but like people who genuinely got good hearts and want to be really, really good at what they do because they love the art and they love the craft and they love the graft. I'm here for that, and I'm glad to see that like being around somebody else who thinks they're the best or wants to be the best, but they not trying to block your shine is dope because you get to get better by seeing something
Oh,
that makes you want to take the next step. If you come with a great idea, now I want to conceptualize something better. Now you want to build something better. Now you want to build something better. Now everybody wants to build their own legacies for each other, but we all realize we're building the same legacy together. It's a group effort, but nobody's a leader because we all building our own legacies, but together.
wow,
You
that's
know what I'm saying?
wonderful. Yeah.
So I'm trying to I think it's a dope thing, and I'm trying to preach that thing to the world. If anything, just the ability to get out there and get around other people who just want to be good at life or just want to have a solid purpose in life and just working with that in anything.
Amazing, guys. So for all of you listening, just check them. I'm looking at their TikTok. Just check it up. Like this is not a sponsor. Like you
Our
guys are.
Instagram is way more popping, baby.
Is it? Is it? Okay, one sec. I just gonna look it up.
Too high. It's too fuego. It's too fuego. We might kill you over there. Like you, it's the visual palette. You can taste everything. You can taste the sun.
So again, this is not a sponsor. I just think like their stuff looks dope. What is this mask that because like the way I understand, each post is a different project. Would you say?
Yeah. So each post is a different project. You're looking at a mask for a brand called FORMATGG. It's a gamer-based rave, the biggest in the world. Shout out to Simran, my mans. They commissioned us to build the avatar character for their event. So they already have a character. They commissioned us to pretty much in essence build the real life version of that. So me and P put our brains together. We made a team of just cool creatives and we conceptualized it and built it. So you better go see that. Pow, pow, pow. That ain't even the video. That's some other shit. That's the concepts people we were talking about. Look at that right there. If you go down, if you go through the pages, you see format, you'll see the work we put in and just the different stuff we've been doing with just different types of creatives. It's not just videos, but it's like working with brands. Like, look right there. That's our, if you look at that center picture, we built the whole costume.
Okay, so for those who are just listening, like it looks something straight out of Cyberpunk 2077. Like
and that's a big inspiration.
really?
Yes, Simran loves Cyberpunk 2077. And we wanted to like bring him his own version of it and bring it to the same world. It's like his company, his design, his vision, and we knocked it out of the park. We're doing a little bit of everything.
Wow. It's amazing. So format, I never heard about those. I'm into gaming, right? So what is this exact format group? I never heard it before.
So it's a gamer-based rave. They work with like
What?
where you at in the world, bro? I gotta bring you to it. It's it's the gamer-based hub in this city. You could meet every type of developer. You could meet every type of connective creative. You can meet anything that needs to be done in the gaming community. And it's like it's so dope because I'm bringing music to the art world, to the creative world, to the gaming world. Like you look at the stage, those are all artists we worked with. You know what I'm saying? These are models we work with on their pages. These are, you know what I'm saying, different creatives and videographers, musicians, all that stuff we've connected with. And either we've exchanged or we've passed through because like, you know, that's just what it's about. It's about building the other brands around you as well. And he already had a great brand going on over there, but like being able to help conceptualize other things like building a costume is something different.
I see. Damn, that's cool. That's super cool, man.
Yeah, all of the stuff, beautiful. I know. It's just, you got to see it all because it's if you could scroll the full page or fall in love 1,000 times over.
All right, everyone. Man, it has been a pleasure. Like, I love your energy. I love your work. It was such a pleasure. Do you like let people know? I think we already told people where they can find you, but let's just remind everyone one last time. Like, you have your Instagram. Go ahead.
Yes. So my name is Sensei Sand, like the beach. I'm not hard to reach. Director over here at No Margins Media. You can find me on Instagram at Sensei_Sand. You can find all of our work over at Instagram and what do you call it? TikTok, they love the TikToks at No_Margins_Media. You can find us on YouTube at No Margins Media. Check out our cool music videos, our cool projects, all the stuff we got going on. And with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and introduce you to one more thing before we get on out of here. So, Brew, I know you love a good guitar. I know you play the guitar. I wanted to talk more about the guitar, and I didn't get a chance to. But fortunately enough for you, I come bearing a gift.
What? A gift?
Yes.
What kind of gift?
The gift of a guitar.
Oh my god!
So scissor by you, so that's scissor you. As you can tell, I bought all my silliness to this podcast today.
Well, thank you, San. Now I have a thumbnail. That was interesting. All right. I was normally at the end of every podcast I ask my guests, you have a final remark, but I don't know. I think that's it.
Don't even need one at that point.
All right, man. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And I'm eager to like keep following you and seeing your amazing work. It was really interesting. Like, for real. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for having me on the show. It's been a blessing. Thanks for the vibes, the good conversation, the beautiful aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you got my line. I'm not hard to find, my guy.
All right. Thanks so much, everyone. It was a pleasure. As you know, we have the giveaway, so subscribe.
Right there.
Right. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please rank the show 5 stars. This will ensure that the podcast is recommended to even more people and allow me to keep doing what I love. Check out now the BRUCAST store, Explore store, filled with awesome goodies from hoodies to t-shirts to mugs. We've got you covered. Stay in style with BRUCAST. Embrace the shock, set the trend. Buy now at brew-cast.com/store. Again, that's brew-cast.com/store. Link on the description below. Be a BRUCAST model and get free stuff. We'd love to see how you and your loved ones enjoy BRUCAST. Snap a picture of yourself, your family, your friends, or even your pets wearing BRUCAST merch, or watching an episode of the show and send it to us and become part of BRUCAST. We'll feature you and your pictures at the end of every episode, just like the ones you're seeing on the screen right now. You can upload your pictures at brew-cast.com/contact or tag us on social media. Alright everyone, it has been a pleasure, thank you so much and see you next time.